My name is Marge Howard. I have a unique experience in that not only am I the physical therapist here at the Doolittle Home, but my mom happened to be a resident here for 8 years. She loved it. It was wonderful for her because she was fairly independent, but she needed a lot of social involvement and contact, and living alone wasn't working well for her. And it was ideal where I happened to work here. I had 7 brothers and sisters I had to answer to make sure that they came and looked at the home, and they all loved it. And my mom was, quite happy during the years that she was here. As a physical therapist, I can tell you that there is something special about the Doolittle Home in that they have such a high premium on independence. Whether it's the staff or the client or the resident really works hard on that. The other thing that my family was just amazed at is all the activities that my mother was able to participate in, despite the fact that she was not able to walk as well. She needed a rollator or a wheeled walker. It was the staff worked very hard to keep her active. Whether it was going out to activities, we have a van that is a wheelchair accessible van. We have lots of activities coming in. As far as physical therapy, if anybody needs one-on-one physical therapy, because this place is regarded as the patient's residence, they are still allowed to have one-on-one physical therapy through visiting nursing. They can also have occupational therapy, speech therapy, whatever is necessary. As a physical therapist, I'm the consult here, and there are little things that I do throughout the month, that is work with the patients. Plan of care. I happen to run an assisted bowling program, and which many of the residents enjoy. Through the years that my mom was here, we, and still do, have, as far as activities go, again, a poetry hour. We had a short story hour that we ran for a while, and we'll start that up again sometime soon. There are all sorts of other things that we do to make sure that the patient is stimulated, not only physically like with bowling, but mentally with other games and activities. As a physical therapist, I do home care. I happen to work with Stewart Home Care, and I do often have, when I mentioned that I work at the Doolittle Home too, the first thing that they may mention is, oh yeah, that's the place where they take all your money. Well, that is just so untrue. Speaking as the daughter of a resident who lived here, what happens is that the home looks at the patient's diagnoses, determines how long they may live, and multiply that by how much money it would take to take care of them, and they ask for that money, as an admittance fee. However, if a client or a resident happens to pass away within a year or so, the family can get up to 90% of the money back. So that is just not true that, Doolittle Home takes all your money. The other thing that the Doolittle Home does do, which I think is a great advantage over assisted living facilities, which I go to as in my capacity as a home care therapist, is that there are no extra fees for many of the services. For instance, the beauty parlor, there's no extra fee. There's no extra fee if someone does need some help in the bathroom or needs a help with a shower. There's no extra fee. Whereas at the assisted living facilities, the client has to pay extra. In fact, I know my mom, they do have here a whirlpool, one of the step-in whirlpool baths, and usually one of the residents have a bath 2 or 3 times a week. My mother would not even let me visit her sometimes on bath night, on whirlpool night, because she had to have her whirlpool. She loved the whirlpool, and of course she needed assistance. She was assisted for it, and it was great. I think the dental, we have a dentist that comes here without fee, and also a podiatrist that comes here without any extra fee. And those are 2 big issues for people who remain at home. They don't have to worry about their dental care. They don't have to worry about their podiatry, you know, short of major things. These are important checkups. We do have, as I say, a wheelchair van, so when clients need to go to their doctors, if the family member cannot bring a resident to their doctor's appointment, our activities director knows how to drive the van and takes them to the doctor's appointment by wheelchair van. And that has been a relatively new addition. I think we just got that wheelchair van within the last couple of years, and it's been marvelous, just wonderful, and it's really helped. So in short, I just think that people should consider the Doolittle Home as a place, a really good option for their for themselves or their loved ones to live at, because they really would remain independent. As a therapist, I will make sure that they remain independent. The staff really works hard at that, and that it really finally becomes their own home. I can give an example of my mom. I don't live far away, since I live in Foxborough. And after an afternoon being with me and my family members, we were there for lunch or dinner, she finally told me that, you know, asked me very politely, you know, if she could go back home. And she meant the Doolittle Home. And it was just a nice thing. I thought to myself, you know, wow, you know, she definitely has accepted the Doolittle as her home. And she did.